Okay, so I mentioned at step 5 that you're going to complete the measure phase, right? Gotta hold this, the measure phase. So we talked about, identifying a Y was step 1. Step 2, we said that we're going to make it measurable, right? This is how you start a project. Step 3, you're going to go get the data. And then step 4, you were going to determine what type of data is your Y, right? And we said that data is either continuous or discrete. So basically, the reason I'm doing this is I want to show you that the methodology is DMAIC. And basically there's a flaw in this. First off, it was Motorola that created Mdaic. They did not create DMAIC. They had measure, analyze, improve, and control. When I started at GE, that's what we did. It was GE that added the D, or the define phase. And what I like to argue is we put it in the wrong spot. So, there's the old saying, those who do, and those who don't teach. I think those that teach do it better if you acknowledge your mistakes, or if if the light bulb comes on. You have to do the measure phase first in order to do the define phase. So that's why I've laid this out this way. So let's think about it. The define phase, you would say Lee is 244 pounds. Or you would say absenteeism is 6%. Or you would say it takes 45 days to hire. The problem with that is, where did you get this data from? You didn't magically just have it. You had to go identify the Y, make it measurable, get the data, and then you had to complete at least some analytical analysis of the data to determine what Lee's average weight is, what is the average employee absenteeism, and how many days does it take to hire somebody. So while we explain that DMAIC is the problem-solving methodology associated with Six Sigma, basically for the rest of my time explaining things to you, it's going to be, you do the measure phase first. All right, we're going to find, that's where you baseline the Y. And one of the reasons I do that first, there are times where I've done analysis and there is no problem. It turns out it's only 30 days to hire, not 45. Somebody was just looking at, an outlier that was dragging the average off, as an example. So you do the measure phase first. In this example, yes, on average, it's taking 45 days to hire somebody. And then what you'll do is you'll come up and you'll simply, I like to really call it, you'll document your findings. That's really what the define phase is. You're documenting that a problem exists. You've already done the measure phase. And the cool thing about this approach is you are off to the races in the analyze phase, and you're going to figure out why. Why is it 45 days to hire? Why is Lee 244? By the way, good news, Lee's been doing this project. I'm actually in the improve phase, and I am down to 229.4, so I'm really excited about that. So on to the next video, where we'll talk about the 2 different types of measure phases based on data type.